Hey, hello. This is a run through Motherlode 10. I think this was my last portal I needed to get, but running with the guildies again. And this was a pretty clean run. There was one rough spot on the way to the last boss, I think. Or maybe the second boss. We'll see. But I'll walk through this, kind of lay out how I'm approaching these different pools. First pull we always bust a lot along with Hero. Got Enhancement Shaman and an Elemental Shaman and myself. Oh, looks like I managed to burst around 10 million on that first bag. That's pretty good. It's an interesting thing to note that using Icy Veins and stacking up that Death's Chill really does give us an advantage, because I can't get... I was pretty close to the Enhancement Shaman on that first pull, but not so much on this one.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
That's okay. And damage is still pretty decent. So our Demon Hunter tank just does a ton of damage. It's pretty impressive. Or broken, I guess. Depends how you look at it. Hear that music. That's the first time I actually stood over in that dance floor area and realized that there's music. We try to skip that next Peacekeeper, so we usually go up here and around the left. Get all these guys pulled behind the house here so we don't pick up that Peacekeeper. Pack was a little smaller, but certainly with Icy Veins up, yeah, it makes a difference.
Let its darkness fill you.
Both with a haste and I think stacking that Death's Chill. This is a tricky pull with a Peacekeeper, of course, because you don't want to pull that pack over to the right. Careful. But you do got to get out of the big green circles. That was pretty low. Looks like I used my ice cold there.
Systems engaged. Commence.
This first boss in here is pretty easy. So of course, when we get to the single target bosses, we're not using that AoE type rotation with Cone of Cold and such. It's mostly just spamming crossfire bolts when you get icicles and get those glacial spikes off.
Damaging this unit violates the terms of use. Lethal force authorized.
I think I mentioned this before in some of my raid videos, but I do generally make an effort to make sure that glacial is going into a winter's chill or followed by a flurry. course, if your Comet Storm is up, then you throw that Comet Storm first. So that your Comet Storm will benefit from the Winter's Chill, and then your Glacial Spike will benefit from the Comet Storm. Now there, I just threw a Glacial Spike, which is okay. I mean, I think they've said if you sim it out over a run, it'll even out. Even though your Glacial Spike didn't go into that Winter's Chill, you'll get more Glacial Spikes out over the fight, right? Like just there was another one, which is fine. But if I have time, I will fish with a Frostfire Bolt. I'll see if I can pick up a flurry. We only had 20% left on the boss or so, 25. And Icy Veins came back up, so I didn't necessarily have to use it here, but lost it. So you see I lost 9 seconds worth of Icy Vein and Death Chill stack there. Which, as we're coming up on these next pulls, I probably would have liked to have Icy Veins up in full cooldowns, because we actually had a pretty big pull here. And then of course you got Extractor in the mix, and these circles can be pretty tricky. So I did not quite get out of that circle, so here I go running back, which is okay, that happens. That's definitely a tricky pull, because as you can see all the mobs on the right hand side, so we all have to pretty much stack on the left hand side, and that limits your space to run. I did die again there, but I don't think there was too much I could have done. Let's see, everything's, well, I guess I could have popped a health potion or ice cold, so no, there's something I could have done. Those extractors are quite a pain. I guess the good thing now is I was dead long enough, so all my cooldowns are back up, and we have a pretty healthy pack here, so I'll do my part to make up for losing some damage. See, once again we got Extractor, but now we can kind of have a little more room to spread out.
Mortals, scrabbling after any shred of control.
This dungeon is not too bad, but the trash can be pretty painful. And not just this trash, but the trash on the way to the third boss too. So yeah, another nice big pack. Here's where I can appreciate them expanding out the radius of our blizzard a bit.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Damage on this pull too. I don't actually remember if I survived, but I guess we're gonna see. so. Oops. Forgot about that guy. I got cooldowns up. And you can see I'm kind of looking through trying to find that. The pink nameplate, my threat plates, has all the ones we're supposed to watch for interrupts highlighted. Colors. Guess I never got to them.
Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
This boss is generally a pretty good boss for me. So we get really nice cleave, and of course we can keep slows down on these guys pretty effectively. Didn't have icy veins up for the start of this fight, which is so. Alright, there's icy veins.
Mortals. Scrabbling after any
Trying to
shred
catch the
of
reset on my Comet Storm there, but I don't think we had a third ad up, unfortunately. One trick we can do, as long as we know damage is coming in, like that attack from the boss just now, the Quake, as I hit Alter Time, of course, so that after the attack and my health had dropped, I can just hit Alter Time again and be all back up to full. I don't know all of the bosses and all of the damage spikes perfectly, but I'm starting to get some of them down, so that's the one right there, the Resonant Quake. And Alter Time was not back up yet. That's what I want to use again. Alright, Enhancement Shaman tore that one up. Pretty nice. I think I was missing out not having Icy Veins at the start of that. That's alright. Ooh. Now those big glowing circles are bad news. Of course, they damage you and then they also silence you, so I should have moved out of there a little quicker.
mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
That was a nice juicy pull. With all cooldowns up and enough time to stack that death chill. Do pretty good. Trash in here is not a lot of fun.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
But it looks like we made it through.
If you want a job done right, use Bigger Explosive!
That's a little risky, but I was trying my best to
Safety first!
get it into the other stuff. Oh, I don't know that's actually necessary.
Safety first!
The propelling blast will clear it up good enough. As long as you don't cut off the entire area your party's trying to stay in.
I love the smell of propellants in the morning!
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
I love the smell of propellants in the morning!
Looks like I had mistimed that, or figured that one, but I did throw a Comet Storm without a Winter's Chill up. And ideally, you want to have Winter's Chill up for that Comet Storm. That looks like I did it again.
Safety first!
It's not the end of the world, I guess, but you're losing damage if it's not critting. Though sometimes you got a pretty high movement fight like this. Everything may not always be optimal.
Safe!
Mortals. Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Now, the trash on the way to the last boss here is actually slightly less onerous. You do have the bombs that'll be targeting you and circles to move out of, but you know, the bombs have a pretty clear and distinct red line going towards you, so usually you can see those. And the red circles, they don't spread out quite as much as like the extractor does. So it's a little easier to go find a nice clear spot. And maybe there's just more room. There's a good amount of damage going out though, so. Barriers, as always. Good to keep barriers up. But here too, we can help a lot as Frost throwing Novas down and help lock down those bombs a little bit.
Scrabbling after any shred of control.
Those bombs can actually be stunned, and blast wave works on them too, so this last pull before last boss is a little tougher because you got to pull two of these at the same time, but they do technically give you a fair amount of space up here to be dodging and kiting.
Yes. Feed. All of you. Feed on the void. Let its darkness fill you.
Right where you belong. Under my heel.
On this last boss, kind of just try to keep your camera back. And I think I saw myself roll the camera farther back right before the start of the fight. Because you're kind of looking for his two little helicopter guys, so you can see where they're going to be laying down the AoE. Gatling gun, just like I did, we can actually blink across it. But if you do get hit by it, it's survivable. So I'm looking to see where's safe, and there is not safe at all. Keep on running. There we go.
All of you.
Taste some high caliber carnage. Taste some high caliber carnage.
I did omit the Discord chat from this video, but we did have somebody, I think, start calling out where the safe place to go was. Probably our healer. These guys can actually hit you pretty hard with buster shots, so defensives, of course.
You'll pay for that. Pulverize. You'll pay for that.
Looks like everybody lined up correctly for the drill smashes.
Hello to 300 rounds per minute. Take some high caliber carnage.
Our agreement
Hey, there we go. Last portal.
for now.
There's a couple deaths there for me, but overall it's a pretty okay run. Oh, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.